share this morning. Kiss the sunrise with my eyes. So it's
Alright, what up? This is Last Call. First up, we're gonna give a quick shout out to, well, first of all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody out there. This is our first last call of the new year of 2020. And first up, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors. We have Kiss My Souls. They are a clothing company out of Toronto, Canada. They do sweaters, sweatpants, t-shirts, sneakers, all that. And we also have Haiku. They are an edible company here in Edmonton, Alberta. And they do, it's vegan edibles. So for all you vegans out there, there you go. They do like drinks, they do cookies, treats, cake pops, stuff like that, and it's all 100% vegan friendly. And if you check out our posts, so every show that we do a show post with our logo and everything, and their Instagram handles are right there on the show post. So check out our Instagram, Last Call PC, and you can get their handles right there from our show post. Alright, this is Last Call. My name is DJ.Grizz, alongside my co-host
Dylan Roberts. Alright,
let's get into it. The weekly review, first weekly review of 2020.
Oh man, I love the energy.
Let's go.
Alright, a big congratulations to Nipsey Hustle.
Alright.
Victory lap went platinum.
Whoop whoop. Of course.
Oh man, so happy. And apparently the Grammys are set to do a tribute to him.
Oh, that's dope.
Artists like Meek Mill, YG, John Legend, DJ Khaled have all pretty much confirmed they're gonna be like a part of it. So that should be dope. Good that the Grammys are giving him some attention like that. He definitely deserves it.
Now I have a reason to tune in.
Yeah, right. Didn't have one before.
And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right, next up, Juicy J issued an apology this week for previously rapping about drug use. He said, "If I inspired anybody to do drugs, I apologize."
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of big come from Juicy J. I wonder what inspired him to post about that. But I mean, good for him for taking onus. I mean, as much as you want to blame music for everything that's wrong in the world, as much as people want to come at hip-hop for like gang violence and drug use and all that, at the end of the day, if you're taking drugs, that's your choice. But I mean, I do get it. Yeah, music is influential. These artists are very influential, and I guess it's dope that he wants to take responsibility for his part in that. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a heroin addict, that's on you.
Yeah. No, you have the power to make your own decisions for sure.
Just saying. If you're walking around asking for change with no teeth, looking for your meth hit, that's not a choice that you made. I'm just saying.
All right, moving on. EMINEM. I don't even have to say any. Oh my.
What an album. What an album. This guy said, "Hold my shovel." Oh, everybody wants to talk trash? Here, hold my shovel. Let me put out this album real quick and shut all you MFers up. And he did. That album is dope. I listened to it the night it dropped.
Yeah, I remember you texting me like as soon as it came out. I was like, and you were just like, "Yo, this is so good!" Like,
yeah. Anyways, I listened to it the first night it dropped, and it was just track after track, and I never wanted to once like skip ahead or anything. Like every song's dope. Everyone's a banger to me. So thanks, Em. Really appreciate you putting in that work. It's a great album. I love it. If you haven't listened to it yet, go check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Next up, Notorious B.I.G. is going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Baby! That's dope. Yeah. It's about time.
Yeah.
Like 20 years too late.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, that's sick. Good for him, man.
Yeah, Diddy posted a video of him just screaming in the middle of Brooklyn, just like, "We did it! We did it!" He was so happy, man. It was so dope.
That's sick. Congrats, Notorious. Notorious. It's about time.
Definitely. All right, a little bit more serious news here. Jay-Z and Yo Gotti helped some inmates file a lawsuit against the state of Mississippi this week.
Oh, crazy. What's the lawsuit about?
There's been poor prison conditions for years there now, and it's finally starting to get out of control. They've had 5 deaths since late December.
Crazy.
And in 2018, they had 15 deaths that took place within a month.
Okay, but like deaths because of the conditions, or are people just getting shanked in the shower?
No, deaths because of like they're saying like violent inmates, so the guards had to like take care of it and stuff, and just a lot of suspicious stuff, and there's complaints of like understaffing and like underfunding from the state. So
okay,
yeah, Roc Nation helping out.
Okay, dope.
Our next one, the baby. This guy just cannot stay out of trouble, man. He addressed this week. A video came out of him assaulting a hotel employee.
I saw that video. I laughed. Yeah, you can't go around. I don't care how much money you make. You can't go around just putting your hands on people.
No.
Now I saw where it said that it had something to do. His daughter's life was in danger or something like that. Pertaining to it, but I mean, I don't know. He's always hitting or putting hands on somebody.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy, like, you're one of the biggest artists out. You have a security team that can handle these things for you. Like, you don't need to be the one handling these things.
I think the baby needs a little bit of anger management.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Because my life is dope.
And that wraps it up for the weekly review.
All right. Weekly review, well done. Up next, we have Dope Finds.
All right, this week's Dope Finds comes courtesy of V Moda. You can find them on Instagram at V Moda. They're fader earplugs. So they protect it's like a filtered earplug that you put into your ear, and you can put your headphones over, and you still can have crystal clear hearing of what's going on around you, but it's going to protect your hearing by like up to 20 decibels. So for the long term, it's gonna help you out a lot.
That's crazy. I wish they had something like that back in the day.
Right?
Probably be able to hear it a little better. Because if I was to sit here and say I haven't lost a little bit of hearing over the years, I'd be lying.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's dope, yeah. It's very important to protect your hearing as much as possible as a DJ, because you have those nights where you get a little drunk and you think you can't hear the music, so you're blasting your headphones, and you ever go home at the end of the night and you have that ring?
It just won't go away.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good. Well, anyways, that's dope. I have to check that out. Alright, up next we have If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Alright, it's 2020, and we here at Last Call want to, not just focus on music, but we want to, help. We want everybody to live good. So, if you didn't know, naps could save your life. Research has found that a midday nap can make you more creative, focused, and fresh for the rest of the day. But one study also found that they can also reduce the risk of heart attack. Now, I don't know about you, but if a nap is gonna help me live longer, then I'm gonna take all the naps that I can take. I'm napping like 5, maybe 6 times a day. Because I'm getting older. Yeah. I'm becoming an old man. Okay. Yes. And if a 20-minute nap can save my life or save me, reduce my risk of having a heart attack, guess what? I'm taking a nap. So, just to reiterate, naps can help save your life. And if you don't know, now you know. Up next, we have DJ Life.
All right, this week in DJ Life, we are talking organizing your music. How do you organize your music?
Not well. Yeah, crates everywhere. Songs here, songs there. No, I'm better now. I keep everything on a hard drive, external hard drive. So now, like, when I download music, I try to keep it all in one area. So, like, maybe once or twice a month, I'll do a big download of whatever's new. And instead of leaving it on my laptop, I'll just immediately transfer it over into its own file on my hard drive. And from there on, I'll make a crate in Serato and put that music in that crate. And from there on, I'll figure out what crate I want to put what songs into.
Right.
That's how I do it.
No, that's a good way of doing it. It keeps... Because then you can go back and say, oh, I remember downloading this song and when it came out or whatever, you know? Mm. I wish it was easy, but it's not.
It's not.
And especially when you have so much music from so many different eras and different genres, it gets really... You almost like, the minute you start it... If somebody would have told me when I started downloading music that I should probably organize it right when I started downloading it, I would have been like on it right away. But you don't think like that, and then years later, I don't even want to know how much music you have from over the years. Like,
I got a lot.
Yeah,
I have hard drives that I don't even use.
Wow.
So there's a lot of music out there, and yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep it organized. But I mean, if you keep it organized from day one, it'll save you a lot of headache down the road.
Yeah.
For sure.
And yeah, if you have I find if you have an hour to kill and you just go and organize some music, even once a day, that's going to help you out a lot because
100%.
It'll just keeps your library fresh.
No doubt. All right, up next we have ultimatums. Okay. Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
I'm going with the dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen you dance.
I know I can't dance, but I know for sure I can't sing. Like,
okay.
I would rather be bad at dancing and have people laughing at me than have to put people through listening to my voice. That's how confident I am I cannot sing.
Okay, I got you.
You?
I mean, I think I'd sing. I mean, I sing along to pretty much everything anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, I'm not dancing in front of everybody all the time. I'd just be singing everywhere I go. That's what I would choose. What would you pick? Let us know. Slide up in our DMs. Let us know. Would you rather dance every time you heard music, or would you rather sing along every time you heard music? You gotta pick one. Let us know. Up next, we have Question of the Week.
All right, this week's question comes courtesy of my buddy Chuck. How you doing,
what
man?
What up, Chuck?
He asks, what are your favorite types of gigs to play?
Favorite types of gigs to play? That's a good one. Gee, I don't know. I love like a good club night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when everybody's vibing and it's just like, you know, I don't know.
You can't do no wrong.
Yeah, like, you know, you just dropping like hip hop tracks and people are just loving it. Like, you know, when there's a good vibe going.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've also done some like dope house parties. And I like the house party vibe because I mean, it's more intimate. It's just, they're more appreciative.
Right.
You know, it's more closed off. It's not as big of a crowd. It's just, you know, it's not as much pressure.
If something happens, it's not a big, there's not.
What about you?
I would say I prefer the more laid back kind of in the background gigs, like where there's not really a dance floor, where you're just kind of providing the atmosphere for the night. So like at like restaurants, lounges, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I find you can like dig more into your music a little bit. You don't have to play the requests or what the big popular songs of the time are. You can kind of like pick and choose where you want to take people, you know?
Right. I feel you. Cool. All right, up next we have Dope DJ of the Week.
All right, this week's Dope DJ of the Week is DJ Magic. You can find him on Instagram at I am DJ Magic. He comes from New York. He does a lot, man. He throws a bunch of different food drives and fundraisers for the homeless and just for his community. He visits homeless shelters monthly, going to organize food and clothes and helping serve meals and stuff. So
he's really giving back to his community.
Yeah, he's doing a lot, man. Big shout out to him.
That's really dope. Shout out to you. That's sick. I love it when, like I said, I probably say this on every episode. I love it when a DJ uses his platform to do more and give back to his community.
Yeah.
I think it's really dope when a DJ can find a niche to do that.
For sure.
You know. Up next, we have Diary of a Mad DJ.
Okay. Creepy drunk guys, man. Nothing worse than when you see that creepy drunk guy stumble over to the dance floor and try to dance on any girl that he can see and just clears out your dance floor.
Yeah, that sucks.
And that you might be doing the best job ever, but there's no way that they're gonna stand there and be tortured by this guy that won't take no for an answer.
Right. I think it's hilarious though. I find that girls nowadays are a little more ruthless, and it's fun to watch. Because they'll get up in his face, they'll tell him about his mother, you know. they're not dealing with the creepy guy. They're not gonna take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they just shame the guy, and he's just standing there looking like an idiot. I think it's hilarious. You go, girls.
Girl power.
Don't let these creepy guys take you out your mode. Up next, we have Make DJing Fun Again.
All right. We're going to talk about stepping out of your comfort zone this week.
All right.
That can mean a bunch of different things. Like, you know, don't be afraid to take on, you know, a different gig that maybe you haven't tried. Maybe you've just done a bunch of weddings or more corporate stuff like that. And, you know, a little nightclub gig pops up. Take that opportunity. You know, you're never gonna know unless you try and find what your niche is, I guess.
That's right. It was really, really hard for me because DJing really got me out of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. Like I used to be really, really shy, so like even to like take on a gig was like terrifying for me, and so like when I started doing like hip hop shows and other stuff, even like weddings, to this day I hate doing weddings because it's like so much pressure.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you gotta challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone and take those gigs, because I mean, like, weddings, they pay well.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and it's good to take those gigs when you can get them. So it's definitely profitable if you can break out of your comfort zone and allow yourself, challenge yourself to do the gigs that you're afraid of.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well said, man.
All right, so we're at the end of the show, and we want to introduce a new segment called #FUEGO. It's where we pick a hot topic about anything and everything going on worldwide and shine some light on it. So this week, we're going to talk about R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly, damn. I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock for like the last couple months, but R. Kelly's been in some hot water.
Oh, yeah.
And what we want to shine a light on is, do you still consider him R&B king, or is he just a straight up monster now, based on everything and all the allegations and all the proof that's come up against him and all the women who have stepped up, and with the Lifetime special that's been going on about him? Can you separate the man from his art? Can you do that? Like, cause it's hard. Cause I mean, I was an advocate for this for the longest time. Like, cause you've had artists like Bobby Brown or like Chris Brown who have had their run-ins with like domestic abuse and stuff like that. I've always been able to separate what they've done in their personal life from their art, from their music. Now with now with R. Kelly, after watching and listening and hearing everything that he's done to these women, the other day an R. Kelly song came on, and it made me feel gross. Like, I felt disgusted. I felt dirty. Like, I couldn't... Just hearing his voice made me cringe. So, like, what do you think? Do you think you can separate the man from his art?
No. Cannot. There's just, like you said, way too much actual evidence, actual facts and proof that he did all those things. And just, I don't even want to know where his head was at when he was writing those songs. Like, there's just...
Yeah, because, like, I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm like, okay, are you talking about your wife at the time? Or are you talking about some 14-year-old girl that you have locked in a room?
And that's the thing, like, with, mentioning Bobby Brown and Chris Brown, they never... Those were things that happened in their personal life. It didn't reflect in their music.
Right.
There's no separation now with R. Kelly. It's it's one and the same. It's like his diary, and exactly like you said, it is nasty. It makes you feel gross listening to his voice, even.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Let us know. Slide up in our DMs. We'll probably make a post about this again. I made one earlier last week. I'll probably make another one just to see what you guys are thinking about it, and let us know. Can you separate the man from his art? Or is it one and the same? Let us know. Well, that's it for this episode of Last Call. This is the first Last Call of 2020. Thanks for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Have a good night.
God bless. Deuces.